Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by today and supporting my channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Okay, so today's video is a what's new at Ulta slash a mini Ulta haul, because I was seeing so many cool things in their website that I was curious about, and so I had to go and see for myself if they were coming into store, if those items were coming into store. So let's get started. First things first, just so you know, the look that I have on my eyes today is with my Trolls Pure Cosmetics eyeshadow palette. As I told you on Sunday, that is the palette that I'm using this week. And so if you're curious about this eye look, if you want me to recreate it, or you just have questions about the colors, I will put the information in the description below. Okay, so let's get started with this haul slash what's new at Ulta. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to go through the list of things that I was curious about from Ulta, let you know whether I'm picking them up or not, or if I picked them up, I will show you and swatch them. Okay, so first things first, the first thing that I put in my favorites that I was curious about, not so much curious about, but because I found something to replace it, is the Brush Crush Luminous Glow set from Real Techniques, which is a set of 3 brushes, and it looks like sponge and silicone sponge. It retails for $29.99. Okay, I think that's a bit pricey for my preference. I know Real Technique has really good brushes, so I'm gonna pass on it. That being said, I went to Ross a couple of days ago, and lo and behold, I found a set of Real Technique limited edition brushes for $12. Okay, it has 5 brushes, 1 sponge, and a mini sponge. I think that's an incredible value. I'm getting more brushes and 2 sponges. I didn't get a silicone sponge, but I'm not actually a fan of those, so this is even better for me, and I was so excited to find it at Ross for $12. So that is why I'm gonna pass on the one that it's currently at Ulta, because again, I just think that's pricey, and I found a bargain from Real Techniques at Ross. Okay, next, I was so excited to see that Storybook Cosmetics is actually going to be sold in the Ulta website. I think they're actually being sold at the Ulta website. So very excited about that release. I am a kind of person that I'm very hesitant to order from individual websites. So for me, this is great because I do trust the Ulta website. I've ordered from them before. They've never had any issues, or I have never had any issues with them. So I was very excited about the fact that they're now in the Ulta website. So first off, let's face it, I am addicted to eyeshadow palettes. So the 2 most exciting eyeshadow palettes that I want from them that I'm thinking about getting is first the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory eyeshadow palette, and the Mean Girls Burn Book eyeshadow palette. The colors are beautiful, they're different, they're very colorful, so I'm very interested in them. They do retail for $55, so that's quite pricey, and right now I'm in a low budget, so I'm not necessarily going to go out and buy them right now. And if I were to, I think my most favorite of the 2 would be the Mean Girls Burn Book, just because the colors are just vibrant and I'm really attracted to them. Okay, I also know that they have their lipstick sets on there. The one that I'm interested in is the Witchcraft liquid lipstick. They have 4 different fun colors. They have a red, a gold, a green, and a blue. I'm interested in it, but I think I'm gonna pass on it because it's $58. That seems a bit much for, you know, just 4 liquid lipsticks. I don't know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below. But at this time, like I said, I'm in a low budget, so for me this is just not a purchase that I would want to make at this time. Okay, so those are the few things that I was interested from Storybook Cosmetics. Okay, next thing that drew my attention, of course, was the Too Faced Life is a Festival eyeshadow palette. It looks really beautiful. As always, Too Faced does a magnificent job with the way they make their, you know, collections look. And so it's beautiful, it's cute. But I think I'm gonna pass on this palette because I just feel like a lot of the Too Faced palettes are very similar. And so I feel like I already had these colors in other items that I gotten from Too Faced. So I think I'm gonna pass on that one. Let me know what you guys think, as always. Okay, 2 things from Pure Cosmetics that seem interesting to me is it looks like they came out with a 4-in-1 blush book, and it retails for $36. I'm curious about this blush book because it has some very interesting colors. It's not just your regular blush colors. So I'm debating whether or not I'm interested to pick it up, whether or not I'm interested in picking it up in the future. I would like to swatch it in the stores. Again, I am in a low budget right now, so I'm not jumping into buying things left and right. So I'm not sure. I am on the fence of whether or not I want to get that. Okay. Next item from Pure Cosmetics that I saw is their Creator Face Palette. So basically is a palette that has eyeshadows, and it looks like it has a contour color as well as what seems to be maybe a highlight. It's cute, and I think that it could be convenient for someone who, you know, is traveling, that just wants to have as minimal items with them as possible. For me, however, this is so neutral that it just does not draw my attention. It retails for $42. For a price like that, I would want something completely different from them, kind of like their Trolls palette, which I love. I just want to see more colors. So at this time, I am gonna pass on that one. Okay, 2 items from Tarte. The Tarte Make Every Moment Count Chic palette and the Man Eater eyeshadow palette 2. Okay, I'm definitely passing on the Chic palette. Why? Because there's 3 blushes. It retails for $32, but to me all those blushes are very similar. If I'm paying $32 for a blush palette, I would like to see them be very different from each other. So definitely passing on that for that reason. The Man Eater Volume 2, it looks quite similar to the original one. So again, very neutral. It's $30. Tarte does have some good eyeshadows, but I would like to see them give us more colors. I think Tarte is a brand that sticks a lot to those neutrals, and it would be great to see them play with more colors. So again, this time I'm gonna pass on that palette. Okay, let's see here. Now, something that I was excited to see is that Essence is expanding their line at Ulta. And there was quite a few things that I was curious about when I was looking through the Ulta website. And so yesterday when I stepped in at Ulta, I decided to check it out and see if they had any of the items that I was interested in store. And sure enough, they finally restocked the Essence items, and some of those things were available, and I was able to pick them up. So the first thing was the All About the Magical Forest eyeshadow palette. I swatched it in store. I was curious about it. It is a very pastel looking palette. And these colors are different than anything I own. So I went ahead and got it. This is what the colors look like. And first off, I was impressed by the swatches because they were very smooth. The palette only retails for $5.49, so you cannot beat that. You get 8 colors in the palette. So, and they're pretty good size. For such a small palette, they're really good size. So let me swatch them for you. They don't have any names, so I'm just gonna swatch them from right to left, and then top row, and then bottom row, okay? So let me go ahead and do those swatches for you guys. So here is the first color, which is kind of a skin tone color. Then next is a peach color. They are powdery, but it's something I can work with. Okay, then there's a very light green color. Okay, so here's that swatch. And then there's a pearl color. Hope you guys can see. Hope my light is picking that up. There's a brown color. Purple. Blue. Light blue. And last but not least, there is a very bright pink color. Okay. So here are the swatches. So I'm quite pleased with this palette. Again, very affordable, $5.49. I was excited about it. The colors are smooth. They are powdery, like I said before, but nothing that I cannot deal with. So absolutely excited. I was happy that I was able to pick it up. Okay, next, I was extremely excited about this, was their Metal Shock eyeshadows. So just like Wet n Wild, they also released some metal eyeshadows. Now, we know everybody's raving about the Stila eyeshadows, which I own some. They're liquid shimmer glow eyeshadows, but they are pricey. So I've been looking for an affordable option. And let me tell you, when I swatched this at the store, I was very excited because they swatch beautifully. They are not streaky at all. So let me show you the 3 that I picked up. I picked up Solar Explosion. Okay, let me swatch that for you. I'm gonna do this side because I ran out of arm, basically. Can you guys see that? Look how beautiful that swatched. I hope you guys can see it. Gorgeous. I'm so excited to play with this one. Next, I picked up Moondust, which is a beautiful silver color. Again, this one swatches beautifully as well. Look at that. I cannot complain about that. They retail for $4.99. You can't beat that price. Then I picked up Supernova, which is a grayish green metallic color. Probably hinting more in the grayish side. But definitely there is green in it. Let me show you that. Okay. So there's the swatches of Essence Metal Shock eyeshadows. Hope you guys can see that. I love them. I was so excited to see them. Okay, they also have Metal Shock lipstick colors, which I was curious about as well. They are lip paints. Okay, so I did pick up a couple of them, and let me see. I believe they retail for $4.99 as well, but let's see. Let me double check. Well, while I'm looking for the price, let's go ahead and swatch the first one, which is let's see, Lily of the Valley, which is a beautiful bright pink. Let's see here. Okay, let me swatch that for you guys. Beautiful. You cannot beat that color. It's not streaky at all, and it smells like Kool-Aid. Oh my gosh, it smells delicious. Absolutely beautiful. Next, I picked up a gold color, and it's called Arsenic, which I was like, that an interesting name for it, but you know, it's a beautiful color, and let's hope there's no arsenic in it. All right, so let me go ahead and swatch that one. Beautiful, beautiful swatch. See that gold? Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Then I also picked up a pink color, okay, and oh, not pink, purple color, and this one is called Hemlock. And yes, I was correct, they do retail for $4.99 as well. Look at that. Those are beautiful, not streaky. I'm so excited about them. So that's all I haul from the Essence line, and again, they're expanding their line, and they're bringing us interesting stuff, so I'm just very excited about it. Okay, next in my list of things I was interested about is the Take Me to Brazil BH Cosmetics palette, eyeshadow palette. I know it's been around for a long time, but I've never picked it up. It's $16. It has beautiful colors. I am extremely tempted, excuse me, to get it. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get it. Those colors are gorgeous. The price is right. So this is an item that I will be picking up in the future. Okay, from BH Cosmetics as well, there is the Zodiac 25 color eyeshadow and highlighter palette. This one, it has a few interesting colors, but a lot of them are very neutral, so I'm gonna pass on this one because there's just not enough colors to draw my attention at this time. So I'm gonna pass. It's $22, which is a little bit higher, but for $22 I would like to see more colors. Okay, next thing I was excited about to see was that Colorpop is finally at Ulta, and so I was so excited. I was curious to see if it was gonna be in store, and sure enough, yesterday when I walked into the store, there was a beautiful display of Colorpop, and they had a couple of lip items. They had some Super Shock shadows, a couple of their press powder shadow palettes, and so of course I had to try some of them. First off, I've never tried their Super Shock colors because I wasn't sure. I heard that the consistency was different than anything else, so I was very hesitant. I'm also not into having a lot of single eyeshadows, but guys, when I swatched the formula at stores, I fell in love, so I had to pick up 2 of them. As you guys know, they retail for $5. So let me show you the ones that I picked up. First one I picked up is Cheap Date, and it's a beautiful gold. I'm sure you guys are seeing a trend that I love gold. Look how beautiful that looks. I'm gonna swatch it. The formula is unlike anything I have ever tried. Look how beautiful that swatches. I was so excited because I don't know about you guys. When I'm able to swatch something, I'm more likely to make a decision whether or not I want to get it than when I just see a picture online. Because sometimes seeing a picture online is just not enough, and I tend to not buy if I only see it online, just because if it's something from a brand that I'm not familiar with, I'm more hesitant. So if I'm able to try it at the store, I'm super happy. Okay, so here is lace. It's a beautiful purple. Look at that. I was extremely excited. Okay. All right, so those are the two super shock shadows that I picked up. Those were the ones that drew my attention. Then it was interesting because I was going to pass on this pressed powder shadow palette, which is double and tender. I was gonna pass on this. I have other pressed shadow palettes from them, and they're a lot more colorful than this one. This one is neutral colors. I'm usually drawn to more colorful palettes, but there was something about this specific palette that I was like, I got to have it. I swatched it and I loved it. So I picked it up. Let me just swatch a few of the colors. I believe they're listed the way they're shown here. So I'm assuming they're listed in the back from right to left. So I will go ahead and swatch it in that order. I believe this one is Uninhibited, maybe. I'm not sure how they list them, but I believe that's what it is. Look how beautiful that color is. Okay, let's swatch Hot Bod. I think that's Hot Bod. Let's hope so. Let's hope I'm not giving you the wrong names. This one has beautiful greenish looking sparkles, which I was very much into. And then let's watch Draft, I believe this one is. Beautiful. Another kind of copperish color. Let me swatch two mattes. This one I believe is Hard, which look how beautiful the matte swatch as well. And then I'm gonna swatch Hard, or no, what is this? Extracurricular, I think. Beautiful. I can't complain. For $16, not bad at all. So I picked it up. You get 12 eyeshadows, $16. You can't beat that. So I went ahead and picked it up, guys. I just couldn't resist. Again, I prefer more vibrant colors in eyeshadow palettes, but there was something about this one that I just couldn't help myself. Okay, last but not least of the items that I was interested on was Lime Crime. Lime Crime has come to Ulta online only. It is a brand that I've never tried. I never felt comfortable ordering from the line on their website because of the scandal they had about a security breach. So I never tried them. Now that they are being sold on Ulta online, I'm more curious about them. So let's talk about the first new item, which is the Venus XL palette. It looks to be like a beautiful palette. It is their newest addition to their eyeshadow palettes. It retails for $56. Now I had to pause on that because, you know, once you get in the 50s, that's getting quite pricey. So I had taken a double take to this palette for sure, because again, I've never tried it. But I had to stop myself and figure out if it was unique enough for me to pick it up. And I find that it's not. They have a lot of beautiful pinks and a lot of neutrals, but I feel like I can recreate some of the looks that I could make with this palette from other palettes. So at this time I'm gonna pass on this particular palette. Now please do let me know in the comments below if you have tried Lime Crime eyeshadows and how you feel about them, if you think I should try them in the future, maybe some of the smaller palettes. So definitely let me know what your opinion is. They also have quite a few different highlighting palettes. It looks like they have one called Unicorn Highlight. They have one called Mermaids Only, Opals Only, Blossoms Only. Out of all of them, the one that really drew my attention was the Unicorn Highlight palette. It has two very distinct colors, a bright purple and a lime green, and then you have a nudish color that looks to be like I would say kind of tan. I really like those colors because they are unusual. It retails for $38. Right now, again, I mean low budget, so I don't know that I'm gonna run out and buy it right now. Probably not, but I will keep thinking about it, and if it's something that I think in the future I would like to get once I am in a better place as far as my budget, I might pick it up. Okay guys, that is all the items I wanted to talk about today. Oh, you know what, actually I picked up three other items from Ulta. I'm not sure that they're necessarily new, but they're new to me. I picked up the Catrice liquid metal eyeshadows. I've heard Catrice has very good eyeshadows, so I thought I'd try them. These were in the clearance section, so they were at a better price for me. So I went ahead and picked them up. So the first one is Under Treasure. Let me go ahead and swatch that one for you. If I can open this little item. Let me pause the video because it looks like I'm gonna have to. They have these really fine stickers that I can't get off, so I'll be right with you guys. Well, I'm glad I did that off camera because the struggle was real and you guys would have made fun of me. The packaging was very, very hard to open, but anyways, finally got them open. So here is Under Treasure. Let me go ahead and swatch that. Ooh, they feel really hard, but you pick up a lot of color when you swatch it. Let's go ahead and swatch it. Ooh, look, that's a beautiful color. I like it. Okay, and then move on to the next color. I would say this one is kind of like a taupe, glittery taupe color. This one is Champagne. We Are Champagne. Let's see how that one swatches. Really good pickup. And I really like that. It's kind of, I wouldn't necessarily call it champagne, I guess. To me, it looks like kind of like peachy, very light peachy, but that's just my opinion. But it swatched beautifully. And then there is Mauves Like Jagger. Mauves Like Jagger. It's my accent, guys. Please forgive me. So it kind of, when it swatches, is more like a silver color with a hint of purple. I don't know if you guys can see. Okay, so those are the ones that came in that palette. I think I got it for like $7, I want to say. Okay, last but not least, as I was saying before, I picked up a couple of items from Makeup Revolution, which I've shown you guys before, but yesterday I was happy to see that they had the Glow 2 palette, which is a warmer palette. I have the Ultra Pro in Cool Tones, so I was actually very excited to try out the warm colors. And so I'm going to start swatching them. And by the way, oh, gorgeous. They are now, they clean up their original Makeup Revolution stuff, and now they have a lot of chocolate palettes in store. You guys saw me haul the mint chocolate palette and the rose gold palette, and yeah, so I was excited to see that they're expanding that. And then of course the Reloaded palette as well, which I showed you guys that I picked up a few days ago. Okay, so that was the bottom row from I did it very weirdly from left to right. Okay, I'm gonna do the top row. Let's do it correctly this time. Let's do it from right to left without holding the palette in front of my face, because that's what I did before. Beautiful. Look at that. I'm learning, you guys. I am learning. Look, that's beautiful. Gorgeous. These highlighting palettes are awesome. Very affordable. They have multiple colors. I mean, you can't go wrong. So yeah, I picked that up. And that is it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this helpful at some level, or if not, at the least bit entertaining. And guess what? That isn't it for this video. I actually picked up something else that I was excited about, which is this headband with cat ears, and it's cute and I couldn't resist, and so I got it. So got excited about that. I promise this is the last item. I also did not have any more body scrub for showers, so I picked up this delicious vanilla scented one. I'm obsessed with their vanilla stuff. I have the perfume and I have the lotion, so I was excited to see that they brought also a sugar scrub for when I shower. So I also picked up this, and yeah, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, and again, thank you guys for your support. Have a good day.